Everyone. My name is Catherine Combier-Donovan, and I'm the Pastoral Associate and Director of Liturgy and Adult Faith Formation here at St. John Neumann. Father Sandy asked me to give you a witness talk about the Eucharist, so here goes. I love the Eucharist. I love the Mass. I love liturgy. When did this love affair start? Well, I guess when I was baptized many years ago in France. Here's a picture. Well, that's not really me, but it was something like that. This love was nurtured by my family, particularly in France where I was born. There, the church was the center of the small town and everything revolved around it. I made my first communion when I was 10. Here's a picture. Might be the wrong picture. Those were the days when you couldn't eat anything after dinner the night before. Sometimes we fainted from hunger at Mass. That was fun. Seriously, though, that was one of the most important days of my life. Of my confirmation, I have little memory except for the fear of the slap the bishop would give us. Those were the days. I come from a family of singers and artists, and with all our cousins, we usually formed our own family choir during the summers at our country church in France. My uncle would lead us and all the congregation, a cappella, that is, with no instruments, through the whole Mass that he loved so much and that we loved so much. Praising God in song is what we did. Singing in the car or outdoors or in church is what we loved. So for me, the Eucharist and singing are tightly connected. I love the Eucharist so much that when I was 50 years old, I went back to school and got a master's degree in liturgy, which is the study of the Eucharist and prayer. 2 years ago, my favorite uncle, my godfather, the one who led us all in singing the Mass every summer, died. I went back to France for his funeral. You might think it was a sad occasion, but it was the most joyous, glorious celebration I have ever participated in at church. At his funeral, Mass, we sang him into heaven. Guitar, piano, violin, flute, the harmony of all of us singing, cousins singing through the Mass, from the entrance of his plain casket to encircling it as we did, as we each placed a candle on it at the end of the Mass, to the walk in procession to the cemetery as his grandchildren and great-grandchildren carried the coffin on their shoulders. It was the most extraordinary celebration of the Eucharist I ever experienced. While every Sunday Eucharist is not quite like that, the idea of gathering with people of the same faith as you, listening to the stories of our ancestors in faith, sharing in the body and blood of Christ, then taking all that out into the world to proclaim the gospel to others by our lives. How amazing is that? What a gift we have been given.